Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well,
Hey,
Pardon me.
what the hell? Do you guys not realize who we are?
doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just cannons from the town.
whatever's going on, these are full-run soldiers. Watch yourself.
Radiant?
Thank you.
Dragon form!
Graviton! Raging Cascade!
Dragon form!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Rising wyvern! Luna Rondo!
Resonate with the
Blue escape!
Freeze laser!
Destruction!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue. Where are you
Shut him
going?
down!
Lightning thrust!
Downfall!
Swallow blade!
I'm out of ammo.
Rising wyvern!
Grenade! Tempest, back into the fray. Don't mind if I do.
Take this! It's over!
Take this!
Destruction!
Benediction light.
Swallow blade! Here! Okay, here I go! Eat dirt!
Hammy, flame of fury! Burning strike! Here's evil!
Carve through armor!
Tunnel! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff, either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Heros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Heros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right.
Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Yes.
What?
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Helfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is... transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I thought too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now,
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
they've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Guess I misread the landing.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silent! Traitors like... You shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Dragon Shell! Lightning! Far enough! Death Bomb! In here!
I'll take you all on!
Dragon Shell! Lightning Smash! Hold on to your arms! Here I come! Whirlwind Corruption!
Eagle Fire! Prepare to be coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
That frickin' does it! Eagle Fire! I'll tear you apart! Shattering pieces!
That's my field! Healing Circle!
Shut them down! I don't know what
Now! Through!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
I'm on it! I'll end you!
Illumination!
Eagle Fire!
Holy Light!
Nothing gets by me.
Big Blast!
Searing Chemical!
Now you see what I can do! Eagle Fire! Here I come! You shouldn't have messed with me!
It's over!
I'm on it! Come and get it!
Here I go! Back into the fray!
Eagle Fire! Whirlwind Snap! Blow away!
Raging Shock!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Take this!
First strike!
Do it! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Well, looky here!
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Right, here goes! Eagle fly! Dragon shout! Here I come! I'm out! You're done! Right up! Talon hurricane!
Are those arms even natural? Dance in the wind! Here's a healing here!
Burn! Now I can level! I'll finish you here and now!
Where are you going?
Dragon shout! Eagle fly! Death
Lightning
blossom!
orb! Alright, then,
Here I
in
come!
a time!
Lunar rondo! Finish
Dance in
it!
the wind!
Whirlwind
Go time!
Eagle fly! Blow away!
Holy
Be
land!
still! Anything in armor is all mine!
Now!
Prepare for your seat! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off!
Lightning rising cascade!
Whirlwind snap!
Field! Get on in there!
Watch this! Finish it! Death blossom!
Go time!
In an instant! Impact frost!
Wow! Look what I just found.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Right, here goes! Eagle fly!
Illuminate the dark!
Be still! Dragon shout!
Holy land!
Yes! Now I'm in the groove! I can shatter any steel!
In the wind!
I'll tear you apart!
Radiant
Dragonflying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? You picked the wrong Shion! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Here I go! We are freaking invincible!
How can any others truly are? That is my cue!
Shut him down! Whirlwind snap! It's over!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I'm on
Dragon
Sword!
Force!
And you!
I'm out of ammo!
Eagle Fly!
Any injuries? It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep...
They're surrounding us!
Eagle Fly!
Rolling snap!
I never miss!
I'll tear you apart!
Illuminate
Now I'm in the groove! What is it? Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. I'll tear you apart!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There's a healing on. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever...
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
We're in good form.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll tear you apart. Take this. Eat this. Eagle Fly. You're done. You're mine. Eagle Fly.
Your wings won't save you
picked
from
the wrong
me!
fight. You got flyers.
I've got this. Let him mark him handle.
Finish it. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'll heal you all.
I'm like bait to them.
Rising
I can carve through armor.
Air thrust.
I'll tear you apart.
Eliminate the
Finish it. Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
I won't forgive you!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Rising Wiper.
Eagle Fly! I'm just
They
getting
may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Illuminate their minds.
The airborne
No more
scoundrel.
play.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Now I'm in the groove.
Finish it. Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
Sweet pal.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful.
You're done.
Shion.
I'm ready for the next battle.
My word. This must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Forgive you!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Damn it.
Eat dirt! I'll tear you apart! Off my foot!
Raging storm!
Block it!
From
Talon Hurricane!
Puddle!
Eagle Fly!
Astral energy!
Now I'm in the groove!
Do it!
Eagle Fly!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
What's this? I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Eagle fly! Whirlwind snap! Eat this!
Throbbed in pain.
Lightning storm! Come and face me! Whirlwind snap! I'm on! Dragon swarm!
Get out of pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
I'm on it! Dragon shell! I'm not done! I'm just getting started! I'll run you through! Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue. Double Demon Fang!
Let them march! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Manuel.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Got!
Well done!
Rising Wyvern!
Raging
Remote
Talon!
Circle! Thanks.
So much for sitting this fight out. Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
No choice. Eagle fly!
Another fist!
Eat dirt! You're done!
Holy land!
Be still! Talon!
Throbbed in pain.
I'm just getting started!
Elfin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Blind freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you
take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Don't mind if I do.
Eagle Thought! I'll finish you here and now!
Now,
right
enough
there.
ammo. Astral energy.
Say no more.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Get lost!
Eagle Thigh!
This one's mine.
Rising Wyvern!
Eat this.
The
Oh,
blade
wait,
heals.
wait,
Good.
Downfall.
He's free. Demon Press.
Is that really hard?
Hurricane!
Now I've seen everything.
We got fire!
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us.
I'll be right as rain in no time.
Holy Lance!
Looks like it could be worth something. I won't forgive you! Primed and ready!
Here I come! Lunar Warrior! First strike!
Laser spear! Here's the evil!
Freeze Lancer! Holy Lance!
In a bind?
You're mine!
One more time!
Burn!
I'll fix you up! Illuminate the
I really
Beyond! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory!
Eagle Thigh!
Right
I'll tear you apart!
This one's mine!
I've nothing surrounded.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on it.
Freeze Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Renwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Heros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Heros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia. It was most fortunate, I see.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time, just after I'd joined the Guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Eat this! I'll run you through! Eagle fly! I'll bet that shell's hiding something tasty. Almost! Shouldn't have messed with me! Dragon! Now I'm in the groove! How's this? Now I'm in the groove! I'm like bait to them! Dragon shout!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eagle fly! I'm on it! I'll run you through! Eat this! Whirlwind snap! Out of the way! Yeah! Armor won't save you! My Whirlwind snap! I'll tear you apart! This! I'll tear you apart! Eagle fly! Eat this! You're done! Be a breeze. Get in, get out. It's go time! I can carve through armor. Almost. Watch this. Talon Hurricane! They got me flanked. Eagle Dive! Watch this. Eagle Dive! I'll tear you apart! I'm on it. Oh, now I'm real mad! Eagle Dive! Dragon Shout! Eagle Dive! It's go time! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First that frickin' does it! I'll smash you! Talon Hurricane! Whirlwind snap! I'm just getting started. Talon Hurricane! Eagle Dive! Watch this! Almost too slow! I'll tear you apart! Eagle Dive! I'll tear you apart! Eagle Dive! Dragon Shout! First strike! It's go time! I can carve through armor! Time to heal some hurt! Death Blossom! Whirlwind Snap! It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Talon Hurricane! Eagle Dive! Now I'm in the groove. Eagle Dive! That frickin' does it! Almost! You're wide, shattering, pieces! Attack time! I'll smash you! I'll tear you apart! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon! Watch this! Talon hurricane! Eagle's eye! Death blossom! That frickin' does it! I'm on it! Eagle's eye! Death blossom! Watch this! Anything in armor is all mine! Almost too slow! Come and get it! Armor won't save you! I'm just getting started! Eagle's eye! Whirlwind snap! Eagle's eye! Talon hurricane! Eagle's eye! I'll tear you apart! Eagle's eye! I'm on it! Come and get it! You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. Eagle's eye! Take this! Eagle's eye! I'll tear you apart! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eagle's eye! Now you see what I can do! Eagle's eye! Talon hurricane! Death blossom! Whoa. I'm on it! Whirlwind snap! Eagle's eye! Dragon! I'm just getting started! You're done! Almost! I'm on it! I'll end you! Almost! I'm on it! That's enough! Eagle's eye! Come on, watch it! I'll end you! Eagle's eye! Shattering of pieces! Attack time! Eagle's eye! Dragon shout! Watch this! Eagle's eye! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon hurricane! Eagle's eye! I'll tear you apart! Eagle's eye! Whirlwind snap! Now you see what I can do! Talon hurricane! Glimmer dragon! Ugh! Eagle's eye! Whirlwind snap! Talon hurricane! Eagle! I'll finish you here and now! I'll tear you apart! I've let you all down.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? I think Hoodle senses something. There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle. here!
Eagle Dive! I'll tear you apart!
Damn, they beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
They rush you!
Oh,
You
like
gotta
hell.
recover, okay?
I'm like bait to them.
Eruption!
Pull it together, Law.
Sorry, right. I'm calm. Eagle Dive!
Lightning condensed!
This one's mine.
Pieces! Attack
Lunar
them!
corruption! Illuminate the dark! Lunar blast!
Eagle Dive!
Megasonic drop.
I'll finish you here and now!
I'm right behind you.
Now or never. Now I'm in the groove.
It's weakened!
This
Our
ends
expert
now.
coming through! Ha! Go get
Rising
it!
Wyvern.
Lunar corruption! Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No
Easter!
complaints here.
Thunder field!
Be still.
Eagle Dive! Armor won't save you.
Finish it.
When it's right!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Raging cascade!
Talon Hurricane! Nothing gets by me! Take this!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Nice.
Light action!
Rip it down!
Healing circle!
Dragon
Pull it
Focus!
without you! Lightning!
Eagle
Blast!
Dive!
Falling behind.
Lightning
Looks like this one's mine!
Like hell.
There you are!
Where you go?
Rolling snap! Through! It's showtime! Now you see what I can do!
Lunar corruption!
Ready to fly.
By the power of water! Here goes! Not on my watch!
Rising Wyvern.
Illuminate the dark! Do it! Phoenix Liver!
Demons descend! Flashing bang! Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval. I think Hoodle senses something.
Yeah. Hey.
Almost time for my evening cup of tea.
You haven't left all of your lordliness in the past.
Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.